I'll just start right now, I guess. So let me
Well.
just stop. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 29th episode of the Pokécells official podcast. My name is Rocco Mitchell, and I am your host. And today I am here with Chris Nelson, also known as NOCO Slabs.
NOCO Slabs, Northern
NOCO
Colorado
Slabs.
Slabs.
Okay, that's really cool. I like that abbreviation. But NOCO Slabs, I actually got Anthony told me, so Pokehalls, who I've had on the podcast.
I DM'd him. I said, "Give me on that show," because I saw Anthony and Jerry got an episode. And I'm being a little diva. I want one too.
Yeah, no, it was all good. I'm always looking for people. So I have a whole bunch of what the heck? Okay, sorry. I have a whole bunch of I'm always open for people. So if anyone ever wants to get on, I'm like, sure. But yeah, no. So Anthony texted me. He's like, yeah, you should have Chris on the pod. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I reached out, and now we're here. So if you could just introduce yourself, Chris, for everyone who might not know you.
What do you want the intro to be? Like my elevator pitch, or?
I mean, whatever you want. Like, just introduce yourself, like who you are, what you do.
Chris Nelson. I own NOCO Slabs, Northern Colorado Slabs. I moved from Fort Collins, Colorado to Atlanta, Georgia in March of 2024. So a little over a year at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We sell Pokemon cards. Ironically, we sell singles. We're going to do NOCO singles, but it sounds like a dating site.
Yeah.
So we ended up sticking with NOCO Slabs.
Yeah.
But it's been like, we're coming up in like 2.5, 3 years.
It's awesome.
Since the business started. Used to be all eBay,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went all vending, and we're in a transitional period right now of doing. We started up on Whatnot, so
cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's great. I started eBay, and then I got a taste of vending, and I never looked back.
It's nuts.
So, yeah, vending is crazy. Like, especially coming from eBay. Like, I remember like early in the school year, like, I was like making probably like $100 a week, right? Like, or something like that, like just doing on eBay and stuff like that. And then I went into vending, my first vending show, and I made, like whatever the amount was that day. I was like, why am I not vending? The fees are obviously super low, all that type of stuff. So
well, you're a lad, right? Like, how old are you? 17?
I'm 16.
16? Bro.
Yeah.
How long have you been on eBay for?
I was on eBay from June of 2024. I still have my account, and stuff sells on there periodically.
I'm calling eBay right after this, dude. That's illegal.
What?
You're at 18.
It was on my parents' account.
That's what's up, dude. That's the real hustler move right there.
Yeah, bro.
You're like, Mom, I need to stack some guap. Please let me use the
Yes, that's what I.
Keep going. So how long you been on it?
Okay, so I was on eBay like religiously from June of 2024 until November of 2024. November is when I did my first show, and then on November I did my first vending, and I've been vending ever since.
Bro, you didn't even get like the good days of eBay. You didn't get like you missed by like 2 years. Dude, you used to be like
but I went to that, and then now I do vending, and I transitioned recently in April. I started doing
TCG player.
And TCG player. Yeah, TCG player is insane, bro. I wake up and like today it was crazy. Like I woke up and I look at my phone, it's like 12 orders. I'm like, what the heck, bro? It's a glitch. Like it's really a glitch in the system.
So I heard you say, because I watched a couple other episodes. You said you don't have a thermal printer. You were talking to Jerry about that.
I do have a thermal printer now.
You did get one? All right. Good.
Yes, I did get one.
I was like, I have one for you if you don't have one yet. Like,
okay. No,
I used to print out every single label, cut it out by hand, and put it like tape it off.
Yeah.
Dude, they had to be the most like jank packages that people would get. Like indestructible, safest packages ever, just completely wrapped in like box wrapping tape. But then the second thing was, what do you use it for a scanner?
What do you mean scanner?
For like TCG player. Do you not?
Oh, so I manually input everything. I know the scanner that I need to buy. It's literally in my Amazon cart.
Is it a
But
Rico?
no, it's the. I can show you right now. It's the. Where be my?
Is
It's
it the
this
Epson
one.
flatbed?
No. Rocket City told me about it. If
He
you
would know.
know.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
would know. Yeah, JD.
This one. It's a Fujitsu.
Oh yeah, Fujitsu got they bought Rico, or maybe it was the other way around.
So I'm gonna.
Is it the FI 8170 or is it the other one?
FI 6130. So 6130. FI 6130. Yeah.
And next for 7160. False alarm. Didn't mean to get your hopes up.
I mean, if it works, I don't know if it works on TCG Player. It might.
I don't know. I'm completely unable to like use technology. I I got the Rico scanner thinking I was gonna do what's it called? Card Card Sales Pro, Card Seller Pro, or something like that. It's for like sports cards.
Mm.
Um, and I didn't even get past like the first. Like I just have like the mind of a caveman. I can't
Yeah,
use any technology.
that's fun. No, I'll
Yeah,
I'll
it's a
hit.
blast.
No, yeah, yeah. If it's one that works, I'll definitely hit you up about it. But I haven't bought it yet because I'm trying to buy the DJI camera for vendor POVs. I'm trying to buy that and get that before nationals, and I'm gonna start doing vlogs, like just like weekly vlogs, like just updating business stuff, like what I'm doing.
Well, I mean, like
Um,
that 360 camera, that's like a fifth of the price as the scanner, right? Are the
no,
scanners still at like 900?
no, that one is like 170.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
They
so
used to be like 900.
yeah, that scanner is 170, and then the camera is like 850, 800.
I thought the
Um,
camera. Never mind. Don't
yeah,
they sell at Costco?
the DJIs, I don't think so. I don't know. I wouldn't have a Costco pass, so I don't know. But I need to. I'm trying to buy one of those. Um, and then yeah, I'm gonna do that. What were we saying? Oh, I did TCG Player, and so I do TCG Player, and I need to buy a scanner for that so I can get through all my bulk. And then I'm gonna start doing either this week or next week. I'll start doing TikTok live with some friends, like doing claim sales and stuff like that. So streaming.
That's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good.
So
I
yeah,
don't
I have
know. I don't know much about TikTok, but Jared and I have a buddy who's like
my
does a lot of it.
yeah. So I don't know that much about TikTok either. I just have it's one of my friends does it here, and he has like a bunch of he does really good numbers on it, and he was like, "Yo, I have another account if you want to like, we'll pay you to stream for us." I'm like, sure, I'll do it.
Do you have like a friend that kind of uses whatever, like a friend that kind of does everything in this space? Like, do you have a lot of friends also selling cards?
Yeah. So well, like immediate friends, no. So I came in the space with it's just me and my brother. None of my friends like do this. But I've made friends in the space, so like we all
Yeah.
do it together. I have my vendor friends, and obviously everyone here is like older, but it's fun because I prefer honestly hanging out with older people than like friends here.
Nah, dude, you're younger.
Yeah,
It's not everyone else's fault.
yeah,
You're 17 in the space. Good for
I
you.
know.
I
Thank
wish
you.
I was 17. I would have stayed out of so much trouble if I like found this earlier.
Yeah,
Guys,
it's
I was like what 26? No, 27. I was 27 when I like found vending.
it's cool. Yeah, I I enjoy it. It's like really fun. But now it's funny because I have friends that are my age in the space, and I love hanging out with them.
Yeah,
And then there's also like I have like there's two like 10-year-olds that like ask me for help and like do stuff here.
what?
So like yeah, like they're crazy. One of them, his name is Spencer, and then the son of one of my other vendor friends does it. And or no, there's 3 10-year-olds that I know. Two sons of some vendors and then Spencer, and they're awesome. They're really cool kids. And it's great to see them and like mentor them and help them grow.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So, yeah, that's my introduction. That's really cool to vending. And so, did you originally get into Pokemon? I know you said sports originally, but did you like?
No. It wasn't like sports.
Then?
I think it was just like I was ripping a bunch of product in like 2021 or when everyone was like chasing Wander Franco cards. I was like,
I know nothing about the sports market.
Well, he's out of the game now. He got into trouble, and he's
okay.
Yeah. So a lot of people lost some money. But no, I don't know. I was like, I guess I caught the tail end of like the 99 2000 Pokemon wave of it coming to America. But I used to record like pack openings on YouTube in 2010, and I lost the email, so it's all still on there. If you go on my like link tree on Instagram, on the bottom it says like me opening packs back in the day. Dude, I'm opening boxes of like Aquapolis. It's like my mom bought it for me for $89.99. It was like this way too expensive. Now it's like $100,000 box.
That's crazy.
It was sick. I showed Anthony one time when he stays over for the show in Atlanta.
Oh, nice.
Hey, dude, it was cool. I'm really thankful that I lost the email because had I not, like, I would have deleted all that stuff and it'd be gone.
Yeah, it's wild. That's crazy. Aquapolis stuff. I haven't even touched an Aquapolis pack. The oldest pack that I touched was, I've touched some base set packs.
Crown Zenith?
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't do a lot. I'm starting to get into sealed. Like I have some sealed stuff downstairs, but I do mostly slabs and singles. That's kind of what I do. I enjoy doing. Technically, the oldest Pokemon thing that I interact with on a daily basis is Pokemon Emerald, which I have in this Game Boy Advance.
I was Ruby.
You're what?
I was Ruby.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It's cool. I picked that up at our last Grails and Glory show as kind of like a treat to myself. Like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this. And
yeah, is that
great.
The thing you posted? Your like cardio is about to be. Are you like playing a Game Boy on a treadmill?
What?
Are you doing cardio with a Game Boy?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I heard something else. No, so yeah, what I do because like it's honestly when I go to the gym, like I'm really big into the gym. So when I go to the gym, I tend to not be on my phone. Like I'll answer emails and do calls sometimes in the gym. But cardio,
like scrolling if you're on your phone.
Yeah, well, I try not to doom scroll. The only times I doom scroll is if I'm on the treadmill. I like allow myself to doom scroll a little bit, but all my Instagram feed is like get back to work stuff. Like it's like
really,
it's like all grind. Like don't waste your time doing this. Like go back and do
the irony. You're like doom scrolling on like David Goggins videos.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's up.
But no, so I literally put my phone in my pocket and I just play that for 20 minutes and it's just awesome. It's like that little break that I get to do at the end or like whenever I'm in the gym. And I started off by that and then I go into the gym and I get locked in. But no, I enjoy it right now. I probably should open on. I'll play, but no, I've enjoyed it. And we did a trip to Maine, and I played a lot of this.
To where?
Maine.
Like Northeast? Yeah.
We were super close to Canada, but no. So I started doing a Nuzlocke on this, and it's super fun here. I'm trying to load in so I can show. I'm probably gonna start talking about this on the podcast because it's goated. That's my team right now. Probably can't see it.
I can't see it at all.
Yeah, hold up.
It's in the back of your phone,
bro. Oh, yeah, you can't see
Just
it.
read your logo. Read me your 6.
Oh well, I don't have a 6, so I'm a Nuzlocke. I'm Nuzlocking it.
What does that mean?
Okay, so Nuzlocke, Pokemon Nuzlocke is pretty much like the best way to play Pokemon games. And pretty much, when you go in the tall grass and you encounter a wild Pokemon, you have to catch that first. You either catch that first Pokemon. Okay, so let's say I'm on like Route 1, right?
Okay. So and I go like a Rattata right off the rip.
Yeah, you get a Rattata right off rip. You either choose to catch the Rattata, or you kill the Rattata. So if you catch the Rattata, you keep it. You have to keep that Pokemon until it dies. Or if you kill the Rattata, you only can kill all the rest of the Pokemon on the route.
So is it like hardcore mode?
Yeah, it's like
Okay, I'm
hardcore
with you.
Pokemon. And
Like you
every
can't
time
revive it.
every time your Pokemon dies, you have to put it in a box.
So what happens if you end up with like a loadout of 6, no more?
No, if you well, like you can obviously have Pokemon put in a box. Um, like you can have extra Pokemon, but it's just yeah. Once you have your 6 loadouts, usually it. And as well, so let's say I'm going against a gym leader. The gym leader's max Pokemon's level 20. None of the Pokemon in my party can be above level 20 to defeat that gym leader.
Why is that?
That's just the rule.
That's the rule?
Yeah.
Man, I remember it being like it's so
Yeah,
no
it's
rules.
just no,
You're over
it's
here like
just
it simplifies my cardio.
yeah, no. I mean, it's
It's not
fun
that complicated.
because it's like hardcore Pokemon for me. But so
Hardcore
I have
Pokemon.
I have a shoot, what no, not Noibat. I have a Zubat
Zubat?
that I just caught. I have a Beautifly. I have my Mudkip, and then I have a Whismer. It's a good loadout. Well, it's like the best loadout that I have. Like I had 3 Poochyenas, and all my Poochyenas died, like
I was gonna
within
say
5 minutes
that'd
of
be
me.
more solid.
So
At least you went Mudkip. I always went Water type also because they can surf.
yeah, I like Mudkip. Mudkip was just my favorite guy from that generation. So
So,
I enjoy that. Anyway, that's cool. But yeah, no, I enjoy it. I'm gonna probably start talking about that Nuzlocke a lot, but it genuinely does make stuff easier for me. Um, like it just is fun, and it just gives me something to do when I'm like at the gym or like I'm doing something or nothing, and excuse me, I get
that's
to do stuff. Thank you, I appreciate it. Anyway, back to I guess I don't know, just normal talking. That's why I said like I have a list like that I do, but then most of the time like we just diverge. Um, so you kind of talked about when you started selling Pokemon. What was your first vending show, or like what got you into vending?
dude. My first vending, I refer to it as like the greatest day of my life. It was like the most fun ever. It was 15 tables in a gymnasium in Greeley, Colorado, uh, and I'd already been doing like the eBay thing. I'll send you a photo of it because I was kind of proud of it, like in hindsight. But I remember seeing a flyer at like this card shop that I lived near in Loveland, Colorado, called Grand Slam, and they had a flyer that was like the show whatever, $40 a table,
Oh, that's
uh,
good.
coming out. And I remember thinking like, dude, I'm not like I'd already been doing like the eBay slab store for a year and a half at this point or something. I was like, man, I'm not gonna have like enough inventory. All these guys are gonna be like professionals. Like I'm just like a small fish type thing. Uh, and even like on the drive there, because it was like a week after or something. The drive there, I'm like talking to myself, like, you know what? We might not even cover, the $80 I spent on tables. Like that's fine. Like it's gonna be a good learned experience. Totally cool. I go in there. I show up with like 500 PSA slabs. I got like all the because
Yeah,
I had like an online store's inventory,
yeah,
and I uh, immediately had the organizer be like, "There's like 5 cards." He's like, "Would you do these for 100?" I like didn't even crunch the numbers, look at comps. I was like, "Oh, that's higher than 80." Like we just got into the profit margin, man. Yeah, but that was so much fun. And even
that's good.
like the people across the table from me, like Diamond Valley Collectibles in Windsor, Colorado. I talked to two of those guys in like the daily. Um, yeah, I caught whatever the bug is. I like never look back.
That's awesome. That's great.
That's how I
That's
met that's how I met Jerry. I
yeah.
met Jerry at like, bro, dude, we used to go to like some great venues, like 15 tables all around the state. Dude, that was so much fun. That was like the best. What about you? What was your first show?
Well, okay. So my friend who I run Girls and Gore with now, Abe. Um, So we have Lighthouse here in Nashville, obviously. And Lighthouse is amazing.
Shouts out Jeff Roberts, dude. Salt of the earth. That's the homie.
Yeah, he is. He's got it. And I went. We had talked. We were doing podcasts. We had done. He was on my first podcast, and it was that same week. And we were talking, and he was like, it was Wednesday. The show's Saturday. He's like, "Hey, Rocco, I got a table this I got 2 tables this Saturday. Come, I want you to come and do it with me." And I was like, "What? Are you for real?" He's like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Let me ask my parents." My parents were like, "Sure." Like, I don't think we're doing anything. And I was like, "Oh my goodness!" So now I have to rush like all these days. I got like comped out every card, everything, and it was like it changed my life. Like I love vending. Same thing. I had like no case, no nothing. Like it was just like a spot. I have a picture of it.
I just had my I like I think the case was like this big metal case, and then I think I had like a case club case, and I just had them open.
Yeah, I had I didn't even have a case. Let me see where. Did I not
set up with like grocery bags worth of stuff?
Yeah,
like plastic bags.
No, okay. So this was my image. I was so proud of it. I have a video. I was so proud of it. Like it was everything was like top loaded, like everything was great.
What's that brand called? It's the blue
Ultra
ones.
Pro? Ultra Pro?
No. Those top loaders.
I don't. Okay, hold up. It would have been November because I had done the giveaway.
No, I think I pawned those off to somebody. I don't have them anymore.
Where is? Was it October? No, it wasn't October. It was late November. I think it was November 22nd. No, it wasn't November 22nd. What? Yeah, it was right here. Hold up. Yeah, that is. I need to favorite this photo. That was my setup.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was rough.
You're asking to get robbed.
Yeah, it was rough, bro. But I didn't know what I was doing. And I did it, and I haven't looked back ever since. Like it's good.
Do you remember your revenue for that day? Like we won't even get into profit or anything. Like, do you remember like if you sold anything?
I did sell stuff. I paid my table off. I think I came home with like maybe like $200, $100.
That's
like
what's up.
Something tiny. I mean, now I do. Like,
did you know off the rip how to like negotiate? Like, had you watched enough vendor POVs?
Yeah, I had watched those couple of days. I was like grinding Bulbasaur and like grinding like Jar Chomp collectible, like Jar Chomp and a whole bunch of stuff. Because I had like I had been prepping the whole month. Like I really wanted to start doing vending, but I just didn't know where to look. So I went and I just started like watching like everything. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So we buy it 70%, do this, and like that type of stuff. The basics, but now it's fun. I enjoy it, especially with TCG Player, man. Player is.
I'll find crazy. A photo of it. I'll send it to you. Do you have a way that you can like edit images into this call?
Yeah.
Dude, I kept a whiteboard in my office, of every show, like a different lesson I would learn or whatever, and I ended up filling up this whiteboard after like 6 months or so, and it was all just like the lessons I like. Sort of narrowing down, what is your demo? What is your product? What's your service that you're offering? How do you differentiate? What are the because you got to set policies for yourself. Like you were saying, buying, you got to set some sort of, I don't know, like, some structure.
Like standards. Yeah.
Standards. You got to set something like you don't deviate from. That's the only ways you can like make the numbers work in the end.
No, that's true. Yeah, and vending is, man, it's so fun. And now I own a show. Which is crazy to think. But I look forward. Every show I do, I look for. Hopefully I'll be doing a show on the 5th of July this Saturday. But yeah.
What show?
It's a new one that's coming in town. It's like a Springfield collectible show. It's like something it's brand new. This is their first show. We know the owner because he was like, "Hey, I'm starting a show. I'll promote Grails and boring stuff." So I'm like, "That okay."
Is it at
Um,
his shop or is it at
I have no idea. I really don't even know. I'm just gonna go in blind and have fun.
Yeah, let me know
Uh,
on Monday how it goes.
I will. The and then I have nationals next weekend, and I love nationals. Nationals. That was the first show that like I genuinely saw profits, as in like I was like, "Yo, what the heck?" Like what the when I crunched the numbers at the end of like the show, I was like, "There's no way I made this amount of money." And then now I do that. I do more than that on the regular on the show.
Yeah.
So it's like
How long
in
ago was your first national
February,
of this January?
yeah, of
Of
this year.
this year?
Yeah,
Wow. Good for you, man. Good for
thank
you.
you. I appreciate it. But no, it was funny because like my teachers, so come back from the weekend, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, what did you guys do?" Blah 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 blah. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I sold Pokemon cards for 3 days," and they're like, "Ha, like that's so funny," like making fun of it, and I was like, in my head, I was like, "Bro, like you have no idea like the numbers that we're doing," um, and
Do,
it's crazy.
do people still like? I remember in high school because I guess it would have been like filming videos or whatever back then. Like, dude, the idea of like if somebody had seen those videos or something, like I would have been absolutely mortified. I would have been like,
I
because I remember like my dad would drop me off at the YMCA, and it was like next to the Walmart, and I would get inventory for like it wasn't even streams; it was just like recording videos. Um, I would like run over to the Walmart, and I would pick up packs of like Heart Gold, Soul Silver Unleashed or Triumphant, like 2010 packs, like in my opinion the best stuff. Um, and like put them in my gym bag and hide them, just like go work it, like just trying to hide it 1000%. Like I would deny it at all costs.
yeah.
And then now I feel like you're telling people about it,
No,
obviously.
yeah,
Like
I'm very open about it. And it's funny because like like I'm still young, so like I flirt or like I'll do stuff like I'll talk to girls and stuff like that, or talk to other people, and they're like, "Oh, what do you sell?" Like I'm telling them about my business. I'm like, I sell Pokemon cards, and they're like, most of the time it's like, "Oh wow, that's actually super cool." So like I'm very open about it with a lot of people, just because if they laugh about it, like I just show them the numbers and they kind of like shut up. Um,
you don't even have to
but
show them the numbers, dude. They
like
just like just seem enthusiastic about something.
yeah,
Dude, that is the coolest thing. That's the
yeah,
coolest. Like, cause like I don't know. Now I feel like if 14-year-old me saw like what's going on now, like dude, I'd be so amped. I'd be like,
yeah,
yeah, like things are good now. Things are like,
yeah.
oh, I got
I
like
mean,
a cool girlfriend, like a cool dog, and like
yeah,
a house and uh, a dope ass Subaru, bro. Living that
yeah.
outback life. Put the whole family in the back, dude.
That's good.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think just like the lamest thing to be is ashamed of what you're doing.
Yeah, and I'm not like 1,000%. Like I try to be. I'm very unashamed about it. I mean, that's why like once I started the daily reels series, like I have friends. Like I'll link up with people sometimes, or I'll meet people, right? Or like I'll be at church or whatever, and it's summer, so I don't see people. I see people maybe like twice a month or once a month or whatever, or like a couple times a month. And sometimes there's people that are good like are good friends of mine. We chill, and then there's people like like that make fun of like the daily reels and stuff, but they're not doing anything. And it's like I really don't care about their opinions, like because I mean I have that, and for me it's like the community that I've found in Pokemon is like a million times better than like what I had at school and stuff like that. So, and then there's people like it's funny. I do my daily reels and I have friends that have started to do their own daily content, like completely like disregard, like not even related to Pokemon. Like I have a friend who does. He's like in league to be like he's like a professional disc golf player. And he makes like he's like this is day 30 of throwing a disc until I run out of discs. And like to see them doing that stuff is just like so funny because it's like bro, like I started doing that and like the ripples effects that it's having. Um, is like crazy. So like I don't it doesn't phase me, like other people's opinions and stuff like that.
That's cool. I think it's pretty tight. Like when people want to like match your energy, or they want to
Yeah.
like, that's cool, man. That's good.
And especially like when like I remember when Abe came to my school, because like we try to be very professional with our Grails and Glory. He came in, and we scheduled a meeting with our principal. So it was me, Abe, and my principal, and we were walking the campus just to see, like check out what's happening around campus and stuff like that. And like getting measurements and being like, okay, this is where vendors will park, this is where we'll park, like etc. And it was during lunchtime, so everyone was like out and in the gym and in like the cafeteria and stuff where the main event's happening. And it's just me, Abe, and my principal. And we were all like, everyone's like, what the heck? And then the period after, like, Rocco, who's that? I'm like, don't worry about it. So it's like they see the effects of it, and it's just like it's funny because at this point now, like people like in the beginning they hated, but like now they kind of don't. They just don't say anything. And it's funny, but yeah. So I'm not ashamed about it. I guess if that answers what you were saying,
That's,
I'm
that's
very very confident in it, and it's like for me, and what I tell a lot of people is like, for me, like this is my way out. Like this is what I see like as my way out, and it's something that I've always loved to do, and something that like the moment I stepped into like a Pokemon card shop, I immediately knew, like it was like no question in my brain. I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to do. So I immediately had that connection. So now it's like I'm just building it every day to get to that point. And
get to what point?
To owning my own shop, and
So you
then
want to do brick and mortar?
yeah, I want
Well,
to be a brick and
isn't the
mortar.
theme of your reels millionaire at 16 or millionaire? Yeah, 16.
Yeah. Well, not. I'm not. So I'm not trying to be a millionaire at 16. The end goal is to hit like $1 million months. So to be
$1 million
to like
months?
yeah,
Months.
yeah.
Wow.
So through like streaming and like TCG player and then art, and I mean I know it's possible because Grails and Glory, what we're building with that's like in a million.
No,
That's $1 million company. Like that's like
I
Grails.
know the numbers of like what like the big companies are like. It is
Yeah,
possible.
yeah. But
Man,
that's
I
the
feel I feel like you're actually gonna do it. I can
yeah.
hear the confidence in your voice. Good for you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But I wasn't say like Rails and Glory, like if we're on track to like beating Collecticon or getting as big as Collecticon. Like that's like our end goal with it. And what we're providing also, like we're gonna do like service platforms, like um like courses, I guess in a way. Like stuff like that. Where it's like we're talking about like, yeah, this is like what we're doing. This is how to be successful doing Pokemon cards. Like, like me in 2 years, I'll be 18. I'll be like, hey, I started doing this at 16 and now I'm making like, $100,000 a month or whatever doing Pokemon. Like, this is like possible. Let me show you how to do it. Let me show you how to break down a TCG player spreadsheet. Let me show you how to do you're starting your own shows. Let me show you like the basics that you need to get, like stuff like that, like easy stuff like that. That's digestible for people. And then linking it up with like selling platforms and like getting people deals and all that type of stuff, like private community. Uh, and then
I
something
got
that we're
somebody I
doing.
wanna. I'm gonna put you in touch with somebody
That,
because they pitched me something similar, and I was like, I don't wanna. I'm gonna introduce you to my buddy.
so that sounds great. Um, and as well as doing how we structured Grails and Glory and how we're structuring it and building it now from the ground up is we're giving the opportunity to franchise it to people. So let's say, for example, you're in Atlanta, you want to, a school gym or an event center that will be super easy to run a Pokemon show. Cool. We'll come to us, or you come to us, and you're like, hey, I want to buy, or I want to start Grails and Glory Atlanta. We'll be like, okay, like kind of how like McDonald's does their stuff, or like any chain. And you'll be like, okay, cool. Like we'll talk with you. Like either me, Abe, or Tyler. Like or all three of us will help you, and be like the representative of the main team. So like, let's say it's me and you. So like I'm the representative of the original Grails and Glory team, and then I'm partnering with Chris to do Grails and Glory Atlanta. just as an example. And then like, okay, we find the gym, we get the vendors, we do all this stuff, we do the promotion, like all that type of stuff, and then bam, we have 50 tables at our first show. Cool. Now like you do that, and you pay us a percentage of what you get as kind of like your franchise fee, and then we go from there.
What would be the service offered by Grails and Glory?
So exposure, so like vendors, stuff like that. It'd be exposure, obviously name. So like you'd be Grails and Glory Atlanta. Like we would give you access to our email list so that we could contact vendors, services. So like we know, like we already have like insurance policies and stuff like that, or like we have people that cover our insurances. Probably not tables since it would be far, but like people that cover our. We have insurance policy set up. We have people like we have invoices, like kind of just plugging it into where we give you the blueprint, and then you can just like fill it out with what you need. So that's kind of what we're providing with that. And we're still fleshing out, and that's like why Knoxville is like this first show that we've done is like really going to be really cool and really important, because like it's going to give us that basis on like how to run a franchise well.
Wow, man.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why
taking big bites, man. We're taking big bites.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. It's honestly so fun. Like the goal honestly is like I don't plan on going to college. Which is like
I could already tell. I could tell you the new school, no college.
Yeah.
Do a little bit.
So and it's not like I'm stupid, but like I'm smart.
Yeah,
like
I went to college and I am stupid. So I get it. It's cool.
So like I'm like an all A student, like I'm on the honor roll and stuff like that. But like I just
guess what my college GPA was?
I don't 3.4.
What am I, a doctor? No, 2.1.
2.1.
2.1. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's for me. Like I'm not planning to do that, and I work at a grocery store as well. So
at Publix, the customer service brand.
Yes, sir.
Customer facing, right? Right. Good for you, man.
Yes, sir. And they I'm like really good with like the managers there and everything like that, and they notice my hard work because I'm a hard worker in the business and outside the business. Yeah. So they're like, Rocco, like after high school we'll probably do management stuff with you, like put you on that track. And at least that will be something that will sustain me. Like I could live off of that.
A company like Publix, they hire from within, right?
Yes. So I started there at 14. Then, you build
14, up. 14, man. Jeez.
Yeah. I started there as young as I could get. Yeah.
Good for you, man.
But you start working there, and then you build up. And managers, it's like I think it's like a 6-figure job. But something to live off of, and then also pour into the business. And then once Grails and Glory and Poke sales just skyrockets, then leave and work on that. Yeah, that's kind of. I don't know. We are diverging a lot. Where it's like, yeah.
Are you afraid of being broke?
No.
Why?
Not really? Why? Because I was before. I mean, like I know, like okay, it's like that thing, like, and something why I'm super comfortable about this is like, for me, I could lose everything. Like all my cardboard could burn, right? Or I could lose brand. I can lose everything. But all the skills that I know, like I would be able to run it up super fast in the next month, or like the next couple of months. Like I'd be able to bounce back.
They could drop you anywhere with like empty pockets. You can figure it out, type thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's probably true.
Like
I'm saying, if you're doing content stuff, man, the most I've ever learned in my life was just like doing the card thing at the beginning and stuff, or at least when I like sort of took the not really leap out. It was a bit of a push out. Like when I like found myself, like I gotta leave the city. I gotta like go do something new. Gotta pack up the car, throw the dog in it. We gotta like go figure something out. It led to like me all of 2024 just road dogging. And that's how I met, Anthony. That's how I met really everyone in Nashville, the Southeast. Um, that year, like I was selling to buy. I was not like accruing savings. Like it was working. We were fine. But it was kind of like, can't take the week off or like
Yeah.
the whole ship sinks type. 2024 was the greatest year of my life. It
Mhm.
was so, dude, it was amazing. It was like the Wild West.
Yeah.
Like you're staying at sketchy hotels. You're like, you know, you like just have enough. You're like, I gotta go sell some stuff so that I can like buy. Like not even cards. Like yeah, I got like half a tank. I need to sell something.
Yeah.
You're like gets like that. But dude, that was fun. That was cool.
Yeah. That's for me too. Is after high school, like I want to take like I want to really get into this, and then like just travel, like do the collecticons, do the front rows, do the Charlie's collectibles, do all the big stuff, um, and just like really experience it because I'm still very local. Like I've been doing the best with what I can, um, but I'm actually hopefully I will be doing like my first collecticon will be the Atlanta one. Um,
September.
yeah, September. So
Are
also,
you
so
set
if you
up?
got tables, if you have tables, if you, Chris, or anyone watching this has Collecticon tables for Atlanta, please hit me up because I don't want to battle bots, but I will if no one pulls up. But I need Collecticon Atlanta tables, like just one probably. Um, but I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm pretty sure I'll be doing that. But that's gonna be like my first like really big show, like big show. Like obviously Nationals is big, but Collecticon's the whole thing.
You want to do Richmond?
When is that?
Richmond, Virginia. It's the whiteboard. July 26, 27.
July 26, 27,
Yeah.
Richmond, Virginia. Yo, hold up. That would be crazy. I would have to like talk to my parents about that. I
Well,
mean,
I got 3 tables to that one.
and you're not going to use them?
I was gonna use them. If you want to tag along, we can talk. I
I'll
set
hit
up with
you up.
Jerry. I set up with Jerry.
Jerry, you're talking about Petrie, right? Jerry Petrie?
No, Jerry Ellis.
Oh,
Ellis
yeah,
Brothers.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah. Because there's multiple Jerrys I've talked to. I'm like, I don't. Okay,
No, this is
cool.
the
Yeah,
Jerry.
yeah, the Jerry. That's the guy that got me on TCG Player. Except he's not my stamp supplier anymore, sadly. I found the plug for stamps. Well, actually, I'm the plug now for stamps. I got to deal with USPS. But it's
Oh,
the
so
final.
when you guys were talking about stamps in that video, you guys were actually talking about stamps?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought that was like a sticker thing.
no,
You guys got
stamps.
stamp plugs, bro?
Yeah, I got stamp plugs.
Phenomenal.
26 and 27. I mean, I'm down. I would be 100% down. I just have to. I don't drive yet. Wait. I might be out of town actually.
I
That's
thought you don't drive.
well, my family might be out of town. 9 hours, bro. But my
Dude, you
parents. The
said you
thing.
want a road dog, dude. For 10 hours, dude. That's
No, that's
nothing, bro.
fine. No, I know that's fine. I'm not complaining about that. I would be honestly down. I would have to ask my parents about that.
Yeah, you don't need to commit on camera. Don't worry. We
Yeah,
can talk about
I
it.
will. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. What was I gonna say? But yeah, so maybe I will to Richmond. I'll be go to. But yeah, so I'm at the I'm also at the stage right now where I'm trying to get my first car too. So that's kind of like this month I'm trying to get my first car off Pokemon, which is crazy to say because like I never thought I'd be here.
We
Anyway,
get in a car?
yeah, or like off Pokemon. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Persistence. Yo, I gotta hop off. I gotta hop off in what? Ooh, I gotta start the stream in 25. Ask me the rest of the questions. Lightning round.
25. You have 25 minutes.
I mean, the stream starts in 25 minutes.
Oh dang.
Lightning
Oh
round.
yeah, you said 9. No, you're good. I was gonna ask more about Whatnot. What got you into Whatnot?
Whatnot got me into Whatnot. They like approached me at a show. it was like Collecticon Atlanta, and they had like an account manager say like, we want you on the. They kind of just like blew up my phone for a month and a half. I was driving back from a show in Palm Beach, so I had like 7 hours on the highway, and he called. I picked up. We started talking, and we discussed like a couple figures and whatnot, and I agreed to do it. It's kind of picked up steam well. Sort of applied my, I don't know, I have a very like specific type of inventory that I pick up and I sell, and that moves well and whatnot. And I started building this community, and I've been really blessed with like genuinely funny people like hanging out in the chat, and like people like I enjoy hanging out with. Like I haven't streamed in a week because I went to California, and then I went to where was I? Tampa. So it's been a week. Like all these, I was supposed to inventory out all these. This is like 3264. This is like all stacks and stacks and stacks of cards. I was supposed to inventory out. So I did a week of purchasing, and I just got back. So yeah, I like genuinely miss like the people in chat, like the people that buy stuff. So that's been a very unexpected surprise, like how much fun I've had with it.
That's cool. That's sick. No, I enjoy it. That's crazy. And I love, like, I'm really excited to stream. I'm gonna starting doing like vintage, because I have a bunch of vintage cards I'm trying to sell. So it's like vintage claim sale type stuff. And then I don't know yet. I'll figure out my stream inventory, what moves at least. But that's super cool. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to streaming because this will be fun. I'm good friends with Goated Bulls, or Arvin, if you know him.
Yeah.
So he's the
Bulls.
Yeah, he's the milkman.
He was in Tampa.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to go so bad to car party, but I wasn't made, so I couldn't go. But
that was definitely your type of scene.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Dude, I admit, Coops collects.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
dude, he is so nice in person. Dude, yeah. I was hoping that I'd have some story of like Coops collect being like mean, or like a what's it called, a prima donna or something. But no, he's exactly as you think he is. That's cool. Wouldn't that be so funny if you found out like, man, Coop's kind of a diva, man.
Yeah. No, that's all. I saw that photo. That's really cool.
Yin and yang.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll be there. I'll be there next summer. Card Party 5, right? Because 4 is in West Coast.
That was right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I miss it because I'm also like, for me, like I'm in that weird spot where like I'm a vendor, right? So I know like the vendor people, but then also like I'm a content creator, so I'm also friends with like the content creator people. So like I'm kind of in the middle, and I can kind of pivot like where I want to be at what time.
Just be Rocco. Just be Rocco. Do whatever you want, man. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, but that's awesome. Like I really want to go, and out of all the vendors, I probably watch Coop the least. I watch a lot of Clover cards. I watch a lot of Goated Pulls. I'll watch a lot of. That's about it, honestly. I do watch Bull the Store from here to down from sometimes, and then I watch Jar Chomp. But out of those, like those are kind of the guys that I watch, just because I don't have a lot of time and their videos are shorter. Especially Arvin's videos are like 20 minutes. But yeah.
I don't watch any of them. There's one guy on YouTube that talks about Chris Sewell. I met him in Chantilly. I mean, I've been watching for years, but he is like, clickbait is something like, we just spent $10,000. Like,
yeah,
he is like the opposite of clickbait. His are like using Excel to compare average prices for 1980s baseball. It's like it's pretty much just like, don't click my video. Don't click my video.
Yeah.
But dude, it's been 10 years. He makes detailed, interesting videos. He does it purely for the love of the game. Dude, that guy's like my YouTube goat.
That's awesome.
And Yeah, that's the only guy watching YouTube. Not even
That's
for a
cool.
sports card thing. I just think it's
Yeah.
fascinating that somebody's like so purely like it's like watching a samurai. It's like
Yeah.
somebody's completely invested.
Yeah. That's super
All right,
cool.
how many questions you got left? Let's lightning round.
Uh, yeah, no, that's good. It's all good. I was gonna ask, so out of all the platforms, like which one has been the most profitable or successful in the past? Like which one
Depends.
do you enjoy the most, and then like which one is like good revenue?
I love vending. I'm gonna vend to the day that I die. Um, but in my experience, this isn't everyone's experience with it. Whatnot has been like pretty massive.
Mhm.
Like it's been pretty huge.
Cool. That's sick. Yeah, like I said before, I'm looking forward to streaming. That's sick. And then what was like your first big card you sold? I usually say like what's your first Charizard, but like what's your first like really like meaningful card that meant a lot to you that you sold, or like a good story behind the card?
Um, I mean, all my biggest sales are ones that I regret. Like my biggest dollar amount. I mean, my biggest one would be my first sale was June 8th, 2022. I sold so I told you I ripped that box of Aquapolis on YouTube back in the day.
Mhm.
I've always been like very meticulous about uh, like protecting cards and having all the right like top loader sleep, like all that. I've always been like very, detail oriented about that.
Mhm.
And I pulled a crystal Lugia on camera,
Oh, damn.
and it went away into all the protection, cedar cigar box. Fast forward 12 years, sent off the PSA, got a PSA 9, and I posted that on eBay, and I sold it to some guy in Canada, and he still has it, and it is. I think about it pretty often. I regret selling it.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, if you still have his communication, I'm sure you could get it. But that's a sick card.
I know.
That's crazy.
Oh, trust me, I communicate with him. And he's like, I'm not selling it. I was like, sell it back, dude. But I mean, it's the number's so much higher now.
Yeah.
And even when I like offered to pay the number, he's like, I'm not really. He's like, I'll trade for the same card, just like newer certain. He's whatever. I don't know.
That's
All the
still a sick
biggest sales I've ever had are me at a time of I could use the money, and
card.
them in a time of this guy's inexperienced. It's
Yeah.
just
Interesting.
the
That's cool.
singular.
Yeah, no, that's true. And it's funny to see because I think all vendors go through this is that stage. It's that first or those first two shows where you absolutely get bodied by someone that knows that you're a new vendor and you don't know what you're doing. So, like for example, I don't want to say I did this to someone, but there was a new group of vendors at our first Girls in Florida show, and they had a poncho single, like a single poncho, but it was damaged. And one of my friends traded a couple slabs for the poncho, like 100% traded. And then I bought the card that they traded at 100% value for like 80%. But I didn't realize that I was doing that to them. And then afterwards, I realized like, wait, you guys got that at 100% market value. They're like, yeah. I was like, oh shoot, you guys just lost money on this deal. And they're like,
That's
oh,
not
what,
that bad.
really?
You can sleep at
But
night. That's not that
yeah,
bad.
yeah. So it's not like they got like cooked, but like they still kind of didn't like it wasn't like subpar. Um, but yeah, that was probably my first. I think every vendor goes through that where you get like lowballed like crazy. Um,
I still get lowballed like crazy. I set up
well,
every weekend, and people still come up saying like completely out of pocket stuff.
I mean, like to be honest, sorry, um, TCG player. It's kind of sad sometimes. Sometimes I do feel like I'm committing armed robbery. Um, but sometimes they don't want the cards. So, like for example, on 2 Sundays on Grails and Glory, I bought a 10,000 cards for $75.
What's the metric? That isn't it like $10 per 1,000 cards?
So most people do $7 to $8, $6 to $8 per 1,000 cards.
Right.
I do $9 per 1,000 cards.
Big spender.
So like I try to be competitive with my bulk buying, because I just have I have 15,000 cards in my room right now
The
that aren't doing anything.
a line. So I learned a lot about just sort of like my operation from watching, um, the Card Father. He owns Burbank Card
Yeah.
Shop.
Yeah.
He's so knowledgeable on this stuff. He has a great line about how the barrier of entry to this market is not, financial.
Yeah.
Like plenty of people have loaded pockets trying to come into this space. The barrier of entry is the amount of work.
Mm-hmm.
And so you bought 10,000 cards for $75, but you're going to put in 10,000 cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm trying to get scanners and stuff like that, so I can just have them do it for me. Like I can go home, I could go to work and just have 1,000 cards just get bam, bam, bam scanned.
I don't think they work like that. Do they?
Mm-hmm. That's how the Fujitsu scanner works.
I didn't know you could I thought you could only do 25 at a time.
No, yes, I'm exaggerating. But what I'm saying is that it does it for you.
Right. It does a front end scan.
Yeah. So yeah. But that's cool. And then what is your favorite memory and or convention that you've done? Obviously you've done a lot of stuff. What has been your favorite memory or convention? And then yeah.
My first date with my girlfriend was Orlando Collecticon last year, and she was living in Chicago. I was living in Atlanta. And we'd seen each other in town, like our first time ever hanging out or meeting or whatever. We were at some little dive bar by my house, and we chopped it up for a while. It was great conversation. It was a lot of fun. And I asked her, would you be interested in coming to the show with me in Orlando in 2 weeks or something like that? She was like, sure. Yeah, okay, I'm into that. And she flew, fast forward 2 weeks, she flew herself, because I didn't even have, I couldn't even afford the plane ticket. She flew herself from Chicago to Atlanta. I picked her up at the airport, drove her 7 hours down to Collecticon Orlando. She did a 2-day trade show with me. Killed, selling Pokemon cards. And then we drove back. It was great. And she's in the other room right now. That was over a year ago.
That's good. That's chill.
So that was a huge milestone show for me.
That's awesome. That's kudos to you, bro. I need that's golden, bro. That's what I'm trying to figure out, bro. Who
you find it when you're not looking for it.
Honestly, that's so facts though. That's so facts. But yeah, it's fun. That's a good memory. And then what's your favorite Pokemon card that you have in your collection right now?
Right now,
yeah.
I've got a lenticular Deoxys that my buddy Alex gave me.
He gave one that's three.
What the what?
It's the 3-1, like the 3-way.
Yeah, where it shifts. Yeah. It's that 2004 lenticular.
Yeah,
that was nuts. See, people ask me what I PC. See, everything's for sale, man. Everything's for sale. But the only stuff I PC are the gifts that people give me, because those are the things that actually have more intrinsic than extrinsic value to me.
Yeah,
it's I care about that more.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Shouts out Daza.
Yes, no, those the lenticular stuff is sick, and I love. I don't have a PC. I have two cards that are PC. One is a raw. It's a raw card that I got signed by JD at my first card show ever, Rocket City, because he was
Rocket City. That
yeah. He was the first big
yeah. He was doing
first
POVs and
big
stuff.
vendor. Yeah.
Dude, I was watching his POVs before that first Orlando Collecticon.
Yeah.
The reason why all my price tags are in the right corner of my cards, JD.
Yeah. So that's why I have like he was the first like big vendor that I actually got to meet. I'm like, yo, can you sign this card? He's like, what the? Like, sure, I guess. He signed it. And so I have that, and then I have a my first slab that I ever bought, which was like a CGC 8.5 Tyranitar. Like it's worth like nothing. It's like it's not even shiny or anything. It's just like a basic. It's like worth $20.
Oh man, somebody
but
got that out of a mystery bag.
yeah,
It's
but
the memory.
it's the memory. But I bought it at my first show, and I was like, yeah, this is. I guess I'll keep this since it's worthless. But that's all I got on my PC. Everything's for sale. And this guy maybe, but this is my brother's card. So, what time? Okay, you have like a couple minutes. I'll say this, and then I'll say.
Let me. Does it cut the screen if I push it back? I'll push it back 30 more minutes. We're good.
All right. What I was gonna say is this card. I don't know if you can see it. Just tell me when you come back, and then I'll cut it.
All right, what's up?
All right. So this card. It's a Mega
Sableye, Tyranitar.
Yeah, all art
PSA 10. Yeah.
My brother picked this card up raw for $5 8 years ago at a card show or at a card shop, and we kept it in a sleeve for 8 years, and we sent it in the grading, and it was a coin flip, and it got a 10. So this is probably something that I gave it. Like this is his card. Like I'm not even going to sell this at a show. If he wants to sell it, he can.
What are the comps at?
Like $850.
Wow.
So he
that's a good come up off 5.
Yeah. So whatever. Yeah, whatever he did. But yeah, so that was a good memory. Cool. But that's a sick memory, honestly, bro. If you find someone that's like gonna go to collect a company, bro, that's honestly keep it, bro. Keep it simple.
Yeah, 1-1 right there.
For real.
That's pure non-transactional, just like completely being supportive of somebody.
Yeah,
it's the coolest shit ever.
Yeah, cool. What else was I gonna ask? I mean, if there's anything else you want to talk about, or is there anything that we didn't touch on that you want to touch on?
No.
Okay.
Good.
What has been so let's say someone is brand new to vending, whatnot, etc. eBay. What is your piece of advice for
them? Make mistakes and just be okay with make mistakes. Nobody bats 1,000. You make a mistake early on, just don't let it totally discourage you from continuing something. Just, it's only a mistake if you don't learn from it. Just keep pushing, file it away, keep doing you'll get them on the next one type thing. Yeah, no one worth talking to hasn't made any mistakes. That's how you get wisdom.
Yeah. That's sick. That's true. That's 1,000% true. You keep on pushing, and like for me, like I noticed. For me, like whenever I make a mistake, like you just like gotta keep on going. And like I know you said that, but like you have to, like you'll make mistakes. But for me, okay, so like for example, I got cooked on a deal last month, where I traded away 1,000 in inventory for 2. It was like a straight trade, but I got cooked.
Well, that's your first mistake.
Well, I usually straight trade with vendors. Like there's some like people like really close friends that I'll straight trade with.
Every trade is a trade up challenge. Every
true.
trade. No one is coming.
I'll hit you.
No one's gonna come to you with a deal where they're gonna lose on it. Don't have to be like, hey, do you want to cook me on this? Be like, I guess so. No, dude. Just because they're, I don't want to get pessimistic. You keep going.
No, you're good. You're good. But I traded someone for it, and then the boxes ended up being bad. It was like I got it was $1,000 in inventory for a couple boxes.
Couple boxes of what? Seal?
Evolution, yeah. So it was Evolution Elite Trainer boxes.
Like XY Evolution?
Yeah.
ETBs?
Yeah.
What's the comp on that right now?
Well, it was the comps were at like 800 to like 1,000, and I traded it for 1,000.
1,000 cash?
No, inventory. So
I was gonna say, well, one that's selling. How much inventory was it?
It was like 3 slabs.
What do you mean it was bad?
Well, okay, so I got like because the boxes weren't. So I traded it, right? I traded it thinking it was 1,000. Everyone else in the room was like, "Rocco, it's 800." I was like, "What?" And I started looking at comps, and comps were 800 at the time. I got bailed out by someone, so it was fine. But it was like a $200 loss. But in my mind, well, you're saying keep on pushing. I'm like, okay, you know what? At least it's a $200 loss and not like a $2,000 loss that I make in like a couple months. Like, you just learn from it, suck it up. I don't talk to that vendor anymore, and I don't do deals with that vendor anymore. And
that was a $200 lesson.
Yeah, exactly. And now I'm super religious with my comps. Because I learned from that. Now I check everything. Now I know where to check for sealed inventory. Now I know where to check for raw. Now I know where to check for slabs, and all that type of stuff. But it for sure that's like for me has been sorry about that. Has been what's
how much yerba mate have you drank on this?
Oh, you know what this is?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. I mean, it's a thermos.
Well, that's water. You pour that into the yerba.
Yeah. Let's go. Most people think it's pot. That shows think it's pot.
You don't smoke
I'm like,
pot. You're straight. I was like, you're a good guy.
But it's yerba. That's good. That's awesome that you know that. I guess do people in Colorado have that a lot?
No, I just watched a video on Messi drinking yerba.
Oh, okay, cool. That's nice. Awesome. Well, this is a fun question. I've never asked this. This just came off the top of my head. Sure. What's stuff that you do in your free time, like when you're not selling Pokemon cards or streaming?
This is it, brother. 24/7, 365. All I do is NOCO Slabs. 100%. Got a dog I like to hang out with. Yeah, I don't do anything else. I'm either sleeping or working.
That's good. Grinding. It's tough.
That's
the life. I mean, that's what you need to do here. Like it's like you were saying before, the barrier to entry is low, but it's the hard work that you put in, and there's a lot of people here that do the hard work. So I consider you one of them. Let me check something out. I'm actually curious. You can still see me, no?
I can see you.
Okay, cool. Let me hop on TCG Play really quick. I wanna see something. I don't know why. I haven't checked all day.
Are you gonna quiz me on comps?
No. Yeah, I have. So after this podcast, I have. Oh, well, that's good. None of these packages were over $20.
So that means you go PWE?
Yeah. After this podcast, I have 30 TCG player orders to show up.
You have how many?
30.
Good for you, man.
So that's printing, bro. Not trying to flex or anything for anyone watching this, but I'm just like to his point, this grind never.
The wheels are turning.
The wheels are always turning. But no, it's so funny, or it's awesome to see. Like I was working at Publix for a little bit today, which is why I had to push it back. Um, and I look at my phone right at the end of my shift, and all the TCG player orders I already made like more than what I was doing. It's like dang, like it's
I
fun.
remember.
I don't know, right?
Don't tell your coworkers about it. Is it too
No, I
late?
don't.
You already told them.
I don't tell them. There's in my whole
People
job
in the
at Publix.
workplace. You're gonna encounter a lot of people that um, aren't hyped to be seeing you doing well.
Yeah.
And that was a very odd thing in like the professional workplace, because that's when like NOCO Slabs started taking off. I thought everyone would be like happy about it, dude. Like the my manager was like not happy about it. Like he was like,
What did you do before?
I was selling medical devices, so I was selling orthopedics.
So you're a salesman.
Sales always, yeah.
That's cool. But yeah, no, I feel that. Then it was the same thing for school. Like people were like, "Yo, Rocco, no one cares that you're making, more money than like,
Yeah.
no one, like just be quiet."
I
And it was like, "Dang, bro."
There's three type of people in the world. There's people who are happy to see others succeed. There are people who are angry or mad to see others succeed. And then there's people who are happy to see others fail.
Mhm.
Those are like three archetypes. I like to consider myself part of the first group because I genuinely am happy to like see my friends
Yeah.
do well. Or to see
Right.
anyone do well. I don't want to see anyone fail.
Yeah.
But there are some weird cats you're gonna encounter that like don't want to just see you not succeed. They want to see you like that's
This cooked, bro.
dude, that's cooked. That's
Yeah.
absolutely cooked.
This is good. But no, that's for real. Yeah, that's cool. We're not cool, but yeah, no, that's so.
You'll meet him. Just remember I told you that.
Yeah, no, I know.
You'd be like, oh, that's what he was talking about. Oh, it's
Yeah.
so weird. Why
Well,
did he mean like
I've
that?
experienced it already with people. Like people they just don't get it. I just enjoy it. Um, yeah. Which is I'm interested to see what some like I said I want to start vlogging. I'm interested to see what have like because I'll probably bring it to school, right, and do like little vlogs at school and class and stuff. Like I'm curious to see how many of the teachers like genuinely are like, yo, Rocket, put that like like get like frustrated that I'm like documenting what I do. Because I've had it already where people were like, upset or they're like, what the heck, like like you said, like they um they get happy by seeing other people succeed or like not taking it super seriously. Um, and I'm curious to see like where that goes because honestly, the hate, like I don't know if you experienced, but the hate kind of feeds me. Like it makes me like, okay, it means I'm doing something right. Like it means that like we're going in the right direction. And you got to keep on going.
That's like the whole mentality of like if you have haters, you're doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe in like I don't think this is by choice. I think this is who I am. There's like a polarization that goes on of like no one's on the fence about me. No one's like he's like they either like hate me or love. But I think I feel like I've outgrown that. So I'm like
Mm-hmm.
29 now. Like dude,
Yeah.
I don't have haters, dude. I'm 20. Like I'm 30. Let's just say
Yeah.
30. Dude, you're 30. Don't like have haters. Grow up.
No. Yeah. Exactly. It's like it's interesting. And it's fun. Like I don't know. And then like I'll have the polar opposite where I have people that like have supported me since day one, and it's like those guys are gonna get once it's there, it'll be good. Yeah.
Everyone gonna eat.
Yes, everyone. That's something that we did at Grails, and something that I was instilled with by my first podcast with Abe. He tells you like his mindset is always we all eat and we all grow together, and it's something that I came in with when I started doing this podcast and when I started doing other stuff. Is that we all eat together, we all grow together, we all thrive together, and that's something that is very much instilled in Grails and Glory. Our kind of, I guess, our business mantra or whatever, where we have like like we'll put like, so for example, you've been vending for what, 2 years, 3 years? 2 years. Okay. You're an experienced vendor. You've done multiple shows. We'll put you right next to that 10-year-old Spencer, who has only vended 2 shows.
And I'll buy him out.
Oh, or that. I mean, sure, if you want to do that. I mean, you could do that, or the idea is like, let's say he has a question about something, he can ask you like, hey, I have a question about this. What's the best way to go about this? And kind of like, you're not chaperoning, but you're growing. You're helping him grow. He's helping mentoring. And that's something that we're very keen about in our Grails and Glory shows and stuff that we try to do.
I think that's great. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. So that's something that going off that. But anyway, I know you have a stream to go to, and this was a very chill podcast. I enjoyed this actually. This was a good.
Yeah, you're a good guy, Rocco.
Podcast to do.
I
see the vision. Anything else you want to talk about? I kind of went through all my questions, but where can people find you?
Oh, dude, I'm NOCO Slabs on Instagram. That's where I pop off most of the time. All one word, NOCO SLABS. NOCO Slabs, first name, last name on Facebook. That's where I'm usually lowballing people on Marketplace. I just have a moral obligation to do that. And then Whatnot. Whatnot's the biggest thing right now. Streaming, I don't know, like 4 or 5 times a week now. Like, it's fun.
Awesome.
Certified banger slangers. Mid-era plug. Come say what's up.
Sick. What is what's your plans with Whatnot? Like, how long are you going to try to do that for?
As long as it keeps working. If it's working, I'll be there. If it's not, you got to adapt. That's just all it is.
That's true. That's business. That's business, bro.
That's life.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, for me, business is life. It's one and the same all the time.
Thug that, dude. That's pretty cool, bud.
Yeah.
All right, Rocco. As much as I'd love to stay here all day.
You're good. Yeah, have fun with your stream, and I'll hit you up about Galacticon. I'll be interested in that. But cool. Thank you for coming on, everyone. Thank you for watching. This has been the 29th episode of the PokeSells official podcast. We'll catch you guys next week. Bye. Recording.